Hello, Mr. Adam Seabird. Tell me a little bit about what you do for CI Web Group.
Hi, Jen. I'm the Senior Manager of Customer Success at CI Web Group. So I manage all of our account managers who handle the plethora of different accounts that we have across the board, whether that's with SEO, PPC, whatever it might be. So I help them with knowing what they should be showing value for our clients and what we do in our processes for all of our different products and services, as well as just like what we should be sharing with clients about news and updates and everything like that having to do with the digital marketing world.
Tell me a little bit about, obviously you've got various squads, how they're segmented by a size of company and so forth. And I mean, the differences in how the squads interact with clients depending on where they are in their marketing journey.
Yes. So we have segmented our squads to where they handle different levels accounts based on how much a client is needing from us. And so we have some of our more senior account members who have been in digital marketing for a long time or have been in account management for a very long time, handling the accounts that have higher end products where they're getting a lot more keywords with their SEO program and they're getting higher spend on their PPC, and they have 5 or 6 products compared to just 1 or 2. So we have a level where we have 2 people handling those as account management. Below that, we have just a little bit less of number of keywords they have for their SEO, number of budget for PPC, or they might only have 1 or 2 products compared to multiple across the board. Then we have a 3rd level and a 4th level handling just different aspects of our clients' needs to make sure that they're getting the most out of it and helping to make sure that they're contacting them in a proper time frame. So if one of our account managers is handling some of these more high-end accounts, the ones that have a lot going on with them, they'll be talking to them more often when they're doing meetings with a client. They'll be having them usually every couple of weeks, or maybe once a month, maybe a little more than that, depending on what they need.
So what would you tell a client as far as what our expectations are, regardless of size, as far as what we need from our customers participation wise?
That's great. Yeah, I wish they would ask us that when they're talking to us. Like, how much participation?
I'm helping with this.
Yes. I would love to
Setting
see
you up for success.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to see where a client just wants to be on their regularly scheduled meeting with us. That's a number one thing, is we want you to show up to your meetings, because each time we're going to have value for you, whether that's showing return on investment, or it could be just here's some news that's going on, or hey, I have a couple things that I think would really help you that you can do on your own in order to assist with what we're doing. And so just joining that scheduled meeting, whether that's a bi-weekly meeting or a monthly meeting or every 60 days, whatever it is, that's number one participation from us. And then if we do have to contact you for something outside of that, if you can pick up the phone when we call, or respond to our email and in a good timely fashion, or to a Basecamp message that we're sending, whatever it might be, just a response of some sort. That way we know, yes, we can move forward with whatever it is we're asking, or that you acknowledge that we're doing something for you, so it's okay and we're good to keep going with it. It's just, that's kind of just the minimal expectation, And if they want to say, hey, can I contact you more often? Absolutely. Yes. If you want to contact us more often, we will answer your questions whenever you have them, or we'll answer your call when you call us. So, we're willing to work with you on what you need.
Both parties need to show up to the table with more than an appetite.
Yes, absolutely. Come hungry, because
I'm hungry.
Ready to feed.
What can they expect as far as communication, reporting, and engagement for anyone who's in a marketing plan?
Yes, anyone who's in a marketing plan, you can expect, outside of your frequency of meetings that we have, where we're going to contact you to let you know, here's what's happened this week for your blogs that we've written, or for, you might get to see in a reporting what link building we've done recently. You'll also get comments from us saying, oh, well, we noticed this on your website, so we're updating XYZ. We just changed this for you in your plan because we noticed it wasn't performing as properly, and we'll get that from the different departments that assist with account managers as well, where it comes in from our paid ad team, or from our SEO team, or, could be a project management team. And then they'll work with the account manager or go straight to the client to say, here's what we've been updating for you, or here's what we noticed about your account that we can change and help to improve.
I know that you guys try and create an annual strategic plan with every company that shows up. Sometimes we have customers that when they started with us, they created their initial strategic plan and we've maxed it out. We're sitting with 100% of the pages that are in their plan or keywords and locations on page 1 of Google in the top 3 results. What do you notice about those companies who stay in that position too long? What is it? How does it impact their growth? I know they see an initial uptick in traffic, but what happens when they're maxed out and they're not continuing to expand their strategy?
Yeah, if they're not continuing to expand into either a new market or a different service that we hadn't been targeting yet, and they're just staying with that 90 to 100% of their keywords on the first page, they're going to plateau in growth of traffic. They're going to plateau in growth of leads. It's just going to hit a mark where it's just, now we're not improving in growth whatsoever. We're just maintaining at this point, which as a business owner, you never want to maintain. You always want to be focused on what's next. Where can I grow into next? Where can I gain new followers? Where can I gain new customers? And so we get to that point, we're going to say, you're at that point where we should either look into 2 more cities around you, or we should look into, you're not focusing on duct cleaning as a service. What do you say we add duct cleaning in? Even if that's not bringing in huge revenue, it's still more places people can find you and more ways they can get your services. And so then we'll come up with a strategy and say, well, we think you should go into these 2 cities next based on search volume, how often you go there, if it's actually a value to you, having to do with your market area, is it actually going to support what you want to do and succeed in? And so that's what we'll attempt to do in a strategy session. That's not your annual one. If you reach it after 8 months, we're going to talk to you then about it, because it's time for that next step when you hit there.
What have you noticed? I mean, you have a different vantage point because you get to see return on ad spend, 1, across all different marketing channels and strategies. 2, you can see across so many different companies. I mean, you can see everything. You can see for North America, for all different marketing and advertising, for all different types of trades companies. How are people performing? After year 1, what do you see the typical return on ad spend on paid ads versus SEO, for example?
Yeah, with SEO, it does depend on where you started, right? Because where you started does affect how you're going to be after year 1. But, with goals that we have of how your return on investment should be, you should be sitting at, somewhere in the 4 to 6 times range when you're at month 6 to 9, right? Somewhere in that range is where you should be. And by the time you get to year 1, we should be looking at a much higher return on investment, because you've been able to get into your market. You've been able to show up for a lot of different services. So we're talking in, upwards of 20 times your investment that you're getting from your SEO. And, we're looking at even 33% or above would be incredible of what you're getting on return on ad spend. And so that's kind of the benchmark, looking at that 1 year point. As I said, with depending on where you're starting, paid ads a little different, because once you start it, you tend to go ahead and get into the spots you want to be. And so with paid ad spend, you'd be looking, still want to say after year 1, where you've built up quality with Google, where they trust you more and show your ad more, we're looking at 15% return on investment, which would be incredible. Or 15 times what you put into it would be incredible. And so that's a good benchmark, I'd say, to use.